building. High priestess in the building, didn't let my fears kill me. Transmuted my pain in that cleanse in the rain. Down out, I was worth it and I conquered my demons. I accepted my purpose and the goddess I became. I know we've been on relationships. Go back to dating. So real quick, what is one of your just like no on dating, turn off, ultimate like hell no, I'm leaving this date?
Oh man, honestly,
we know you got the socks. You see the socks and it's done.
Yeah, well, that I don't know about it anymore. I still feel weird about it. There's something about fuzzy looking socks. I don't know. I don't know. I'll have to
date with fuzzy socks.
That's so relevant. This is a good question. Hold on, I gotta think more about it.
Teeth are a big one. You gotta check. Wow, I mean, it's kind of hard to look in the face.
For me, honestly, is someone who is like, regardless if it's in the beginning or in the somewhere, who is like really super clingy. Like, there's cute clingy, like hey, it's in the moment thing type. Like, there's
first date. We're talking about first date.
First date.
First date. What the hell?
Ditzy, like a girl who's very ditzy, like that is just like a huge turnoff for me. Like, I don't have time for that. I'm not into that.
I think we're all going to agree on the personal hygiene, right? Got it. Personal hygiene has to be there, right? There's just no, you can't go, okay. So after personal hygiene, right?
Yeah. Just really gotta
question.
Yeah. I think for me, it's intellect, it's conversation. Because if we sit down and we start and we're waiting on the meal, right? We're waiting on the meal or whatever. And there's like these long, awkward pauses. And I'm a person who tries the conversation and I'll keep going. But if I have to really pull teeth to get some conversation out of you, I've checked out.
Yeah, when it feels like you're at a job.
Yeah, what's your favorite color?
Into an interview because it's not a conversation. Then it's like, okay, so what's your favorite color? All right, what time are you?
I went through experiences because me and my ex split up. I went on Tinder and I was like, I'll try this out. Everyone's like, oh, go on Tinder or whatever. And I went out, drove like an hour to meet this girl and went on dinner. And it was just the worst like experience I've ever had. Like, was not the person who she was like messaging. And like the conversation was like so bad. I felt like I was having to drag myself through the meeting. Like, can we just get to the check so I can just drop her off and get the hell out of here? Like, yeah, nothing common. And she's like not even trying.
So, Ashley, did you have one? Like
mine would be the same as yours. Like, I've tried Tinder and I'll tell you literally the first message when we match, I'll be like, listen, I don't like small talk. Let's grab coffee. And if there's a vibe, great. If not, that's that. Like,
right.
Because somebody could be totally different typing than in person. Wow. So yeah, there's not like a specific trait. It's just when you see them and you have that vibe or you don't.
Right. It's that like, oh, hey, so how's the weather? And it's like,
what we're talking about.
Oh, okay, it's raining outside.
Like, I feel like we all have that inner intuition though. Like when you sit down with somebody, like, is it going to be a good vibe? Like after the first couple minutes, and that's why I feel like doing coffee next time probably way better idea than having through an entire like.
Right. I think grabbing a coffee and tea is an awesome idea. I think I wanted to go into that men are expected to create a memorable and exciting date. And I wanted to go into that because I do see that. And I feel that. And I feel like it is fucked up too. That's where we tend to go as women. Not me particularly, but I do see it. And I was a woman like that who had that expectation. And unfortunately, a lot of women forget that they're at the date too. So I think that first coffee that just, hey, let's have a chat first. Let's just see each other first instead of it being like, we got to go to dinner. We got to go here. We got to go. I don't think your first date should be movies anyway, because you're not actually talking. You're watching a fucking movie. So how effective is that? But, but why is it, and you guys probably can't answer that, but why is it that you guys are expected to create this beautiful day and everything and women are just like, I'm just here for the experience?
Yeah, they come
That's totally a societal thing. that is completely just like what society has decided. Because I'm not like that either. Like I said,
Right.
I would hate to go on a first date to something long in case I don't like the person.
Right.
Like, let's go for a short walk, go get some coffee. That's it.
So if a guy is like, you're like, okay, where are we going? And the guy's like, where do you want to go? And the girl's like, well, where do you want to go?
Oh man, that's the worst. I don't know. But and then you suggested like 5 different things, and they're like, no. Well, then you do know what you want to do. But it's like you're expected to, as a man, you know, roll up as Prince Charming, you know, come to the door, open the door, car, you know, provide like, you know, the entertainment for the night. Like we're supposed to go to a nice place, you
Oh,
know.
DoorDash.
Yeah, no DoorDash, no McDonald's drive-through.
I'll be your door.
I think that drive-through is not bad at all if you do something else with that. You know what I mean? Go like, okay, we're going to go get this takeout, but let's go look at the stars. I think that people have to get away from the society bullshit of it has to be this upscale dinner, 5-star fucking dining when most people don't even make that money to five. I say this to most women, and if you're listening, take this in. If you cannot take yourself to that 5-star fucking restaurant, don't expect the man to take you there. I really feel like a lot of women just get on this pretense of I'm going to get you to do what I can't do for me. You know, just like women with flowers. I'm a type of woman who buys myself flowers. I'm not over here waiting on a man to buy me fucking flowers. I think women need to step out of that of that the man needs to do this, that, and the third that I don't even do for myself. And then I think men need to realize that. What woman are you dealing with on this date that is requiring this from you that most likely is not doing this for herself?
Right.
Because really down to earth women want to go look at the stars. They don't give a fuck about the restaurant. This is where I think men have to kind of get out of their ego and what society thinks and really look at the type of woman you're talking to. And is it even worth going on that date to begin with? Because if she's suggesting this higher end shit, it's probably not the one. That's the one clout chasing and, you know, looking for someone to be the breadwinner, because the down to earth ones are going to be the ones like, hell yeah, let's go on a hike, or let's go get that coffee, or let's go look at the stars, or let's go to a museum. You know, there's going to be something else. And I think that's where men kind of fall short, because the pictures, you know, especially on Tinder, the pictures and all of that, it's kind of like, oh, this person looks good, but then conversation doesn't go anywhere. So do you feel like you tend to gravitate towards people who don't have that sustenance, that aren't, you know, coming with that more humbleness of their energy?
I actually went on a date not too long ago, and it was actually pretty cool because I used to be the person that like, I got to plan this. What kind of stuff do you like, and what do you want to? And I like had to make sure it was perfect, and if it wasn't, I'd be upset. But actually, we went out. I went out an hour away from where I'm at, and I met her. We talked for a little bit. Our vibe was good. We played pool. Had a couple what call those, beers with it. Yeah, they're called beers, but they're moonshine, not moonshine, full moon, whatever the one is, the orange one. They were good, and then we had Burger King, and it was still great. And I think where a lot of people still fail, even with dating, is did it go anywhere after that? No, I think she went back to Texas or something. But that wasn't me personally like upset because she went for another reason. But at the same time, it was an awesome time.
Right.
Like it didn't have to be. There was just more to that moment. It was more about. It was memorable to me because we still talked about other shit too, when we were just cool to be ourselves. Maybe that's what we needed in that moment.
Right.
And I think a lot of people are trying to like really hold on to stuff. Like it was worth my time, but they're not seeing the gold in the shadows. But that was awesome to me. I was like, you want Burger King? Because everything else closes at like 9:30 over here, whatever it is. That's what we did. And it was fun to me. I would do it again. I like that you said that it doesn't have to be this fancy place. Because even to me, it's like we work so hard to do these things, like go on trips and stuff. Like just make it like be yourself, be cool.
Right.
It could be a car ride.
I took a girl. One of the best dates I've been on in a long time was another Tinder one. But like, you know, we didn't go out to a restaurant or anything. I like planned it out. We went and we walked the DeQuinder Cut all the way to the Detroit River, and then looked out over the river and grabbed drinks after. And it was like just a really cool, like cheap, like way to like, you know, get to know each other, like take a walk. And, you know, I knew I wasn't going to go anywhere after that because she didn't look how she looked in the pictures. And it was kind of like, I wasn't physically attracted to her, you know,
Right.
some kind of physical attraction, but I wasn't gonna like, you know, roll up to her house and be like pull off on her. Like I'm not that guy. Like she was a nice girl, but it wasn't gonna go anywhere after that. But it was just a cool experience, like where I did something different out of the norm, like go out to dinner, go to a movie type deal. We just went, took a walk and chatted and like walked out to the river, looked over the river, and then walked up to a brewery and had a couple of drinks. And it was like really cool. I don't know. It was different, something different. It wasn't the 5-star, like $100 steaks for going.
Right. Yeah, I was working and I conquered my demons. I accepted my purpose and the goddess I became.